Hey, what's up, everyone? This is MRW Talk Suicide Squad, my movie review. So I'm a bit late on going to see this. For a movie of this size, it's the type of movie that you would go out and see it, opening weekend. But again, I think I sort of fell victim to just a busy work schedule and also the low reviews. Now, I had every intention of going to see this before it got to DVD. So I just came back from watching it today, and I really don't know. I really don't know what the low score on Rotten Tomatoes is all about. I mean, I think right now it is going at about 26%, and it's like one notch above Ice Age. Oh, like what the fuck? Ice Age is at 11%. The Suicide Squad rating is right at 26%. Doesn't make any sense. They really did a good job. The director and the screenwriter, I think a good job was done as far as incorporating all the characters, giving us their backstories. All right. Now, granted, I didn't grow up reading the comics, so, but at the same time, I don't think you really need to read every comic prior to seeing the movie version. All right. The movie is going to always be different anyway, because it's, you're talking about a hour and 45 minutes to like these days, a 2 hour and 15-minute feature. You're not going to be able to get all the elements from the comics into the movie version. But this movie was fast paced. It was very fast paced. I picked up on that immediately. And I think for today's generation, a fast paced film with a lot of characters, a lot of ideas, I think it served the film well. Now, if this movie was slower paced, just, think about, for those of you who saw Batman vs. Superman, the first 30, 45 minutes, hour even, it's a pretty slow paced film. It get a lot of complaints because of that, even from the critics, right? Even though it was very dialogue driven, and oftentimes much is talked about the lack of dialogue, the lack of cohesive dialogue in action movies like this. In Suicide Squad, the dialogue was sort of built around the pace of the film. It was very fast moving. The dialogue, it did its job in that it told you what was happening with each character, what was going to happen next, what needed to be done, and all that. It wasn't hard to follow. I like the relationship between Harley Quinn and the Joker. I bought it. I bought that love story. I even like the friendship between Harley Quinn and Deadshot. And I know that there was also some complaints about, the Joker's not in it that long. No, he's in it for a good portion of the movie, for at least half the movie, and then he even shows up again at the very end. Again, the story has to, the script or the story has to serve the overall movie. You just can't. It doesn't make any sense to have the Joker in on every scene if you're gonna leave out chunks of other important parts of the story, right? So you can have the Joker in for the entire movie, but it doesn't make any sense because other characters are not going to get flushed out. Certain plot lines are not going to make any sense, are not going to be developed. So in order to sometimes have a fully developed movie, you can't have even the most interesting characters in the entire movie. It just doesn't make any sense. You have to do what you have to do to serve the entire movie. All right. So anyways, that's my movie review for Suicide Squad. Let me know what you think. Let me check out Rotten Tomatoes score. Let me know if you think that 26% that's trending right now is an accurate reflection of the movie for what it was. All right. So let me know what you think. Post your comments and questions below. Until next time, see Suicide Squad.